It's the Midday 180 Holiday Extravaganza on News Channel 5 Plus. We are on noon to 3 weekdays on 104.5 The Zone with Paul Koharski and Chad Withrow. I'm Jonathan Hutton, and it is good to be back on SportsLine with Steve Lehman, who is back with News Channel 5.
Trust me, it's better for me to be back on SportsLine.
I'm shocked you wanted to join us for this.
I appreciate it. It's an honor to be here with you guys.
So this is a low point of your broadcast career, right, so far? Periscoping the visit with Herschel also probably another low point.
That probably was.
Yeah.
But it was worse for the viewers, apparently. They all wanted. They were very disappointed that he came as Santa tonight.
They give hearts if they like you, but there's nothing they can give if they hate you.
If
but
they hate you.
Steve made it sound like we would have been getting a lot of those.
No, they just signed off.
Well, you could read the comments.
What were the numbers on there? How many, what do we max out at for Herschel?
Feel free to exaggerate.
Fake it.
Couple hundred, really.
There you go.
No, that's big.
Couple 100,000.
That's a big Periscope audience.
It's not bad. Slappy Vader on line 1. Slappy Fest or Slappy Vader? I'm guessing Slappy Vader because of the Star Wars theme right now.
Yep.
What's up, Slappy?
That is correct, players. Sorry I could not talk to Herschel. Everyone thinks we're the same. But he's got more hair on his upper lip than I got on my whole head.
That's true.
I hope y'all are going to go see a movie starting on Friday. I need the Galactic Ducats.
It's a very long breathing. What happened?
Did we lose him?
I don't know.
He stopped breathing.
It says he's there. Is he alive? I hope he's alive.
By the way, Darth Vader dying is a spoiler alert for those who haven't seen all the Star Wars movies are going to see.
Didn't Herschel at a very early call
with our Vader dying
insult him as a good caller with something about you got a guy calling
Spoiler alert.
on a ventilator?
We will receive a spoiler alert, Chad. Some vitriol for you for spoiling the great Star Wars movies from the past.
Spoiling what was it? Return of the Jedi in 1980.
I think.
I'm sorry to spoil that for everyone.
You can't see the movie in the first week because dressed up people are going to be there, right?
Steve,
you have to wait.
how many movies did you watch over the last 107 days?
That's a good question.
Probably about 107, maybe a couple more on a few days in there.
Did you watch any entire TV series? You start a series from the beginning and watch it?
Watched House of Cards completely.
Oh,
over.
we love that show.
Perfect.
Completely over.
Good choice.
Great show.
Binged on Friday Night Lights for a while.
Great show.
I've never seen that show.
Convince Paul that that's a good show, by the way.
Aren't there a lot of like morals and like, oh, and that's why it's bad
Paul
to
is
punch somebody.
anti-morals, obviously,
That's why
is what
it's
he's saying.
bad to punch somebody at school, sweetheart, and next time you'll know better. It's like a big family, like a kind of a Waltons thing, except football.
Paul
and
also
modern.
recently said that the golden rule isn't
where
big
the
for him.
16-year-old next door neighbor's drunk at like 8 a.m.
Oh, he's drunk at 8 a.m. and he goes, see, it's not good
No,
to drink. We need everything in moderation.
it's a recurring
You should
theme on the
wait
show.
until
It
you're
doesn't go away.
21. All the shows that Chad loves, and then the other show we were talking about earlier, The Hatch. Oh, the mysticism down
It's
the
not
hatch.
exactly Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, it sounds. I think it's like Seventh Heaven.
It's not, though.
Yeah, it's football. It's Seventh Heaven with football.
I love how the plot is just what you think it is, and that just makes it fast.
I'm telling you what it is.
I think it's like Seventh Heaven.
all
It's
these
not
like,
at all.
you know how Seinfeld they had like a big thing, no hugging and no learning. To me, from what I know about this football program, it's all hugging and learning. All hugging, all learning.
It's not.
But see, this is
We're
the difference.
telling you it's not. For people who have seen the entire show, it's not.
I haven't seen the show, and I'll just admit I haven't seen the show, and I'd like to.
It's
They're
good.
downplaying the hugging and the learning.
I won't dog it like Paul's.
Are you telling me there were no hugs?
It's not an episode of Full House every time where they get together with the kids and hug and learn something.
I think it's an episode of Full House.
You would like the show.
I might.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
I
it's
know
not
you
my-
well, Paul. You'd like the show.
Listen, this is getting a little boring. We need to festive it up. This
is
song
Paul.
brings some emotion to the show. Can everyone hear that?
Is this your favorite song?
This is the
Favorite
best Christmas song.
Should we dim the lights in the studio? I don't
This is
know
the best Christmas
how
song.
to react
there
to
is.
this.
Joni Mitchell. You should go on iTunes right now and buy it. Don't make me sing it. You guys go ahead and sing it if you want.
It's just such a
that
sad
a little too
Christmas
loud?
song, too.
We could just talk over it, but we'll just let this play in the background. It's beautiful.
Or do we just go completely silent and have the most awkward bit of television ever and listen to Joni Mitchell?
Courtney, roll the video of Joni Mitchell. 3, 2.
Let's go to Terrence on line 1 with Joni Mitchell playing in the background. What's up, Terrence?
How you doing?
Great, man.
Man, I was just calling to make sure I get a name in there for the Titans head coaches because he's one of the best prospects I think of, but because I haven't heard anybody say his name, but
Little Herschel?
But Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator for the Patriots, he did a pretty good job when he head coached Denver a few years back. His defense wasn't pretty good, but I believe if he had a good defensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels could be a good coach, and maybe he could bring some of the winning ways that the Patriots have.
How does Josh McDaniels feel about Joni Mitchell?
It's really hard to take the call seriously with Joni Mitchell playing
This
the
is
background.
testing your focus, and we see who the true pros
But
are.
I will
here.
also say
I'll answer
that
the question about Josh McDaniels.
It actually added to the call.
I think so,
I
too.
was skeptical at first, but it was great.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels would be a nice candidate, except all the Patriots guys have done horribly in their head coaching thing, and this guy said he did pretty well. What did he go, like 9-7 to the playoffs, and Tebow won that game by miracle?
Terrence, what's your favorite Christmas song?
I'll probably say a White Christmas. My niece sang it at a benefit the other day. She did a good job. Her name's Charity Perry.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm sure she did a nice job, but that's the wrong answer about the best Christmas song.
Well, I'm really not a singer, so I probably, I just hear Christmas songs when I hear them playing in the store, but I never really played a Christmas song myself.
Terrence, happy holidays. Thank you for calling in. Josh McDaniels.
Head to iTunes and buy River.
You mentioned the right name with Paul. He's on board with Josh McDaniels, it sounds
He's not
like.
my top guy, but
he's your guy.
No, top 3.
Should we do our radio show with music playing in the background the whole time? I really think it adds a little something to the
I'm
I
about
mean, you
to
kind of
cry.
get the best of both worlds. You
I'm
get
about
the
to
talk,
cry listening to this
you get the
Christmas.
I
talk
feel like
and
we're
the music.
let off the hook, too, for
Let's try
entertainment.
to do
Like
a whole
if
segment.
we're bad, at least you have Joni Mitchell playing
We
in the
could do a
background.
whole segment. That's right. You could get both. You can get the Christmas carols and sports talk. And if you don't like one, you could just kind of tune more
I
heavily
don't know
towards
what
the
you
other.
guys are worried about bad. You had Darth Vader die, and you had Joni Mitchell in the same segment.
Yeah.
To me, that's
And somehow,
epic.
That was a
somehow
poor-
turned
poor
it into a
call from
call
Darth Vader.
about the next Titans head coach. And within all that.
Seamlessly.
That was a poor call by Slappy Vader. That's not his best work.
What happened
Well, he
to
didn't
it?
make
I don't know, but the breathing was so lengthy that's what compelled me to pull out the music. I was like, we got to fill in some of these gaps.
We're about to have to bleed in talk of the town with his call, I think, if the breathing continued at that
The
rate.
vaping, man. I think he was vaping.
The vaping will get you. Maybe we could take calls and suggestions on the next song to play over the call. Or with the call.
As long as it's in here, we'll play it.
Paul can take
If
some
not,
calls.
then it's disqualified.
Musical accompaniment.
Is Josh online too? Let's go to Josh.
Josh McDaniels?
Hey, Josh.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Are you
Hey,
taking
man.
the Titans job, Josh McDaniels?
Joshua.
You know, Titans job?
Sure.
Why not?
All right, good.
It pays well.
Hey, DK, so our bet is on, right?
Oh, our bet is on.
This is Josh.
I mean, provided
Mr.
that I could
Castile.
find Crown Maple somewhere, I will absolutely buy it. I'm beating him. Shame for him. I'm beating the guy, the number 1 seed. I'm a lowly number 4 seed.
In our fantasy football
I'm
league.
crushing him in the varsity fantasy football league so far, and this is what I have.
You would hate to do it, too, by the way. You came in at the end,
This is what I do. Listen, they don't say you have to be the best team during the regular season. You just have to win it at the end, and I'll just keep the trophy. That's fine. But I hate when teams do this in real life. I want the best teams to go. I hate the team that gets hot right at the end. They go. Like if the Giants or Washington or Houston goes to the Super Bowl, I'll be disappointed. But that's what I'm going to do.
Toby's coming to Murfreesboro, where you have a key to the city. We're bringing it to Murfreesboro this year.
Oh, I'm not coming to Murfreesboro.
He's been.
No.
Yeah, he's been
I've been
before.
before, and I'll be again later, but I'm not coming.
You will be in
anytime soon.
Gallatin tomorrow.
I'll be in
That's a big
Gallatin
step.
tomorrow, but these are work obligations. This is not like me saying, I'm going to Gallatin today. This is me going, work is in Gallatin today. I can handle it.
I'll be at your neighbor's house every couple of weeks to get my Crown Maple, so that's all you need to know, bud.
Yeah, he's friends with people a couple doors down, which could be good, could be bad.
Hopefully Crown Maple is sponsor of the program because they just got a bunch of plugs right there.
It's a very
So you're
tasty.
welcome,
Mix
Crown
it with
Maple.
Mix it with a little ginger ale. It's delicious. I might go home and have one tonight. I'm trying to look for the next song here.
This is the Midday 180 Holiday Extravaganza. Steve Lehman, Paul Kaharski, Chad Withrow. I'm
Sorry,
Jonathan
Steve.
Hutton. Steve, yeah, sorry, we apologize. What was the last thing?
We went from river to the river.
That I
Oh.
Box set is out. Springsteen's on tour for this album soon. I'll be in Louisville and Atlanta. You guys go ahead.
Did you plan the playlist?
No.
I think it's just river.
River.
Clearly did not plan
The
anything.
river and
Yeah.
river. very close. In
The next
song.
score from A River Runs Through It will actually play.
River Runs Through what?
PK,
that movie drives me crazy.
PK, the biggest Tom Skerritt fan out there.
I love Tom Skerritt.
Love Picket Fences also.
He was good in Picket Fences.
He was great in Top Gun as well.
He was good in Brothers and was it Brothers and Sisters?
Sisters and Brothers.
While we're talking movies, have you seen the movie The Deer Hunter?
I have not.
You have not seen The Deer Hunter? You had 107
starred-
movies to watch and you weren't.
Paul
didn't watch
starred in the movie with De
Oscar-winning
Niro. Seriously.
Me, De Niro, Streep, the big three they called us. And
Explain your
then there
role in
was
that
Christopher
film.
Walken and John Savage. They were a little bit smaller.
Yeah, smaller
parts.
role.
John
Smaller
Voight.
parts.
John Voight wasn't in.
Explain your role.
I was an extra in the wedding and the reception scenes. Filmed in Cleveland, Ohio, the church I grew up going to. We had just moved and I went back for the summer. Made $200 a day for 5 or 6 days of work.
And we want it. We have a show and tell segment coming up where we show off a couple of things that we talk about a lot on the show. Paul, you were looking for a photo of you and De Niro from the film.
Yeah, I misremembered, as Roger Clemens is fond of saying, and we didn't take as many pictures as I thought. So I had a picture of me with the bride. Her character's name was Angela. But then I have a picture of De Niro walking, and I have good autographs from everybody, and I have great Streep stories. But we didn't take a lot of pictures somehow. Keep in mind, this was 1976. So it wasn't like everybody had their phones handy. You know, people were taking like real pictures, but we didn't get enough good. I thought for sure I had a picture of me with Meryl Streep because right here I've got them all filed away. But disappointed.
Let's go to Hair Metal Henry on line 1.
Henry.
What's up, Henry?
What's going on, fellas?
What do you think about this show?
Well, I wasn't sure if I was flipping through the channels and came across Bad Santa or the Dukes of Hazzard Christmas special with Uncle Jesse and the worst Christmas suit I've ever seen in my life.
Steve's thinking the same thing.
By the
right
way,
now.
Henry, you get to request the next song that PK will play on his list here. So congratulations.
Well, there's got to be a hair metal Christmas album out there somewhere that he can pick from.
Hey, real quick, it's a complete sellout, right? If a hair metal band puts a Christmas album out there, right? Like Dee Snider
and Twisted
Sister. I was saying this the other day on the show. Like I think less of them because of that.
You might think so, but it probably only sold 100 copies, so it's not really a sellout.
But you have one.
You have one, right?
I do not.
Oh, that shocks me. I'm sorry to interrupt. I had to get your official
He thinks less
approval.
of them when they put a Christmas album out. See, I start thinking less of them, and then they put a Christmas album out. I can't really go down from there.
But, man, I wanted to get to a couple of callers I heard on today. I want to start with your boy James in Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
I think my worst nightmare came true that I actually thought for a second Philip had offspring, which would never ceases to amaze me, the generosity of some women. And listen, dude, you were so bad you couldn't even make it at a Sprint commercial sitting with the kids at the table where the dude's making fun of you. That's how bad you are. And then when I think I've heard the stupidest thing I've ever heard, your boy Mason called in and gave his little take. So here's my Christmas wish. Santa, please, whatever cell phone provider they have, I hope they go out of business so these guys can never call the show ever again.
Let's recap Mason's call, shall we?
let's
Mason
do that.
called in.
Henry, thank you.
And he basically said that I talk a big game on the radio, but he saw me out during the
Let's get
Titans
Steve's reaction
trip
to
to
this.
Tampa Bay. Saw me out, and I was quiet as a mouse in the bar that I was at, and I wasn't talking to anybody.
You
or
won't say
getting in
anything to
anybody's
someone's face,
Wouldn't say
was his
anything to
claim.
somebody's face because all the people that listen to my show are in Tampa Bay on Sunday night.
Right. But you were by yourself. You
I
weren't
believe.
with
Yeah, he said that he
everyone
saw
else.
me with Clymer, but I think
What a loser.
I'm pretty sure Clymer was. I know Clymer wasn't
PK,
with
by
us
the
on
way, not
Saturday
Mason,
night.
is what he said.
Clymer wasn't with us on Saturday night, so I got back to the hotel first. On Sunday night, I went to get something to eat, and then some other guys caught up to me. And I was wanting to get upstairs quickly to watch the Sunday night game, which is what I generally do on Sunday night. This guy apparently thinks that I should come into places. I tweeted that where I went out to have a burger before we came to the show. What's the place called? It's right here. I give him a shout out. Jack Brown's. And I tweeted something about them having a really good burger, and people were tweeting back, did you scream while you were in there? Did you yell at people? No, I didn't.
Paul's actually a very nice person. I don't know where this
But
comes
whether
from.
I'm a nice person or not, I don't understand why I would have some persona if, like, I'm not allowed to eat in
I
quiet.
don't understand what he was expecting. You walk in by yourself. Maybe
Right.
Clymer joins you later, but was he expecting you to do your
To
show
seek
up
comfort,
there, or
put on some headphones.
to talk to everybody in the bar?
Attention,
Nah,
people
where'd you
at the
go?
bar in Tampa Bay. Go high in the house. come and be talked smack to.
You immediately break out into karaoke on non-karaoke night in the bar by yourself?
It was a bizarre call. I was upset because it sapped me of a lot of energy. Then you guys wanted to replay it, and I thought I was going to go through that trauma again, but it all turned out all right. And I did.
Your energy level is high
I
now.
did put him in his proper place, I felt like. Mason. I prefer Derek Mason.
Steve, will you be sticking around for the final segment? You're more than welcome to if you feel
got
like
nothing else to do, which
Yeah.
is
You can
sad.
leave. I'm gonna let you off the hook if you want to go. You can leave. It's okay.
We'll send you away.
You have more work to do tonight.
Yeah,
I'll go right.
You can do better.
Get ready for the 10. But
Yeah.
I enjoyed being on with you.
Well, we appreciate it, and we're glad you're healthy.
Steve Lehman
Really
is back.
appreciate that.
Is back
I am
on News
stealing
Channel
cookies
5.
before I go.
Yeah,
Like,
grab
Chad
one.
did
Happy
a
holidays.
terrible job with
Yeah, I am.
I'd like to
Yeah,
read them all.
I'm getting at
This
least
is
one
the
more during
Midday
the break.
180
Yeah.
Holiday Extravaganza on News Channel 5 Plus.